Welcome to Not Milk Never Milk. Subscribe if you're lactose intolerant.
You start by preparing the environment. Back up the VM snapshot and export its settings so you can revert if needed. Next, verify host and guest OS versions meet the software requirements and enable BIOS-level virtualization flags like VTX or AMDV. Once done, enable nested virtualization in the hypervisor settings so the guest can access hardware virtualization features. Make sure to power off the VM before changing these options, and document any current network or disk mappings to avoid surprises. Now adjust the VM configuration to remove the detection triggers. Increase virtual CPUs and RAM to realistic values, and switch to paravirtualized drivers such as Virtio for disk and network to reduce emulated artifacts. Expose CPU features to the guest, enable host pass-through, or select a CPU profile that includes required flags. If software checks TPM or specific hardware, configure virtual TPM pass-through or device emulation carefully. Once these changes are applied, boot the VM and observe the system info to confirm the environment looks native. Finish by rebooting the VM and launching the software that reported the virtual environment. If it still detects a VM, update guest editions or hypervisor tools and reinstall drivers to remove stale signatures. Check system and application logs for specific detection strings and undo any emulated device that stands out. If problems persist, revert to the backup snapshot and apply one configuration change at a time to isolate the cause. A key troubleshooting tip: test on a clean, minimal VM image to rule out leftover artifacts.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.